Today, we talk Usher Bucks and what our legends mean to hip hop on Hot Now. I'm your host, TT Torrez, with the two best co-hosts in the world, DJ Wallah.
What's up, TT?
Oh, okay. I was going to say, can we get a little more than a wave this week? And my guy, King Louie. What's up, King Louie?
Good job. What's popping?
See, he's always friendly and ready to say hello. I don't know what's up with Wallah. You know what I'm saying? He trying to be all cool and whatnot. So this week, we are talking about the latest topic all over the internet. That is Usher Bucks. According to an Atlanta stripper, Usher went to the strip club and instead of throwing out real money, he threw out fake money with his face on the picture of the money. Wallah, I'm going to throw it to you. What do you think about Usher Bucks?
City Boys are up one. That's what I like about it. We are up one.
Ow!
Look. For years, right? If not centuries, guys have been throwing money at strippers. Real money. Why can't we get one? Usher did it. And it's funny. Look, first of all, it's alleged because we don't know if it's true or not. It might be fake, but it's Usher money. It might be worth something someday.
It's okay. It's not like a Bitcoin. King Louie, what do you think about Usher Bucks? Do you want some? Are you ready for that?
I can use some Usher Bucks. Trust me. You know, I ain't gonna go in the strip club and throw my money away. Give me some Usher Bucks so I can give him that money. Now you work hard, but let me tell you. See, it was all cap from the jump anyway. The girl said it was all cap. So she was playing around with it. See?
So it's not real. Usher didn't really throw Usher Bucks.
He didn't do it, but that's the problem with the internet, right? Because everybody can say anything they want, and it went viral. Everybody hitting up Usher, calling him a cheap ass and everything, and it wasn't even true.
I guess people believed it because, you know, Usher was posing with the Usher Bucks and he kind of does have an ego. So people probably was like, you know what? This is kind of believable.
I mean, yeah, I get that. But, you know.
What's that saying? People will believe a lie before the truth.
Yep. Facts.
You know?
And it gets more hits and it gets more viral, too.
Yeah, and it made her famous for a day, and until it became uncool to lie. You know, now she's like, yo, chill, stop with all the beefing with me. You know,
Wallah, are you gonna make any Usher Bucks? I mean, Wallah
Bucks. You know what? That's a good idea.
The next thing, make some Wallah Bucks. I'm in there, and we can party it up.
Yo, y'all are so corny for that. Y'all are so corny for that. I am not co-signing that. Let's talk about the legend Black Rob. Recently, Black Rob put up a video from his hospital bed sending his condolences out to the legend DMX. Black Rob had that hit song, Whoa. He was signed to Bad Boy. In a way, he's a legend himself. Now, my question to both of you is, how did you feel about watching that video? And as a culture, should we do better in protecting our legends? King Louie, I know you have a lot to say about this, so I'm going to kick it to you first.
Yo, when I saw that video of Black Rob laying in the hospital, can barely talk, it broke my heart. We just went through with DMX and with the years of addiction that he had, and it just makes me think about all of the artists that, you know, we enjoy their music, we enjoy their entertainment, we enjoy everything that we do, and we continuously ask them for more, right? We always ask them, where's the song? Like, look at Rihanna. Where's the music at? Where's the music at? We'll do this. We continuously ask them for more and more and more for our entertainment. But as a genre, I don't think, whether it's the fans or just, you know, the industry itself, I don't think we do enough to really help our legends when needed. I think Azalea Banks said something. She said a lot of things when she saw the Black Rob video on Instagram last week. But I think she made the point where there's no insurance, you know, like there's no health insurance for these artists and they have to get everything themselves. And what if they're not making the bread? And sometimes they make bad deals that they're not getting the bread from the catalog. And I think there has to be a way where we as a community help the artists that help bring like the memories to our lives. Like there's got to be a way.
It's so interesting that you say that because a lot of times what happens is these artists sign these big deals, right? And when you go to a label, and I've been to an artist signing, they give you your check right then and there. You sign the paperwork. They all clap their hands. They're happy to have you on board. But what they don't do a good job at is hooking you up with a financial advisor, telling you how to invest your money. Hey, you should get this type of healthcare. They do not do none of that. Like, to your point, it's all about the artist. At least, like, if you're in the NFL, they give you coaching classes. They give you something to help you navigate this newfound fame and this new sense of money that you have, because a lot of people that do sign to these companies, they come from nothing. So they get $1 million and they really don't know how to invest in it. They really don't know what to do with it. And I know King Louie, you and I spoke about this a lot back and forth on text, just about how our legends, as they get older, we throw them out to the pastures versus country and all these other genres who protect their legends. It's almost like, oh, we look at them as being washed or old or out of touch, and we don't protect them like other genres do. And I think that's pretty whack on all of us as a culture in itself. Louie, I know you had another point you wanted to make, and then I want to go to you, Wallah.
Yeah, absolutely. Exactly as you said, like, we just throw them out. You know, hip hop has been historically a young person's genre, and I think things are starting to change, but we really have to start looking at, you know, people are getting older, people have longer careers and things like that, but putting them in places where they can succeed, not only financially but with health too. And I think especially when it comes to the industry, there's a lot of things, like if somebody's like a recovering alcoholic or recovering from drugs, or like trying to, you know, like, I'm trying to weed off of things, but are still given free liquor, like right there on the table during an event or something like that, you know, giving them something for them to keep going. I mean, it's just, is there a cycle? Is there a way that we can, you know, give them a place to succeed, or is everything just about money, right?
Yeah. It's kind of like they have to do it themselves. Wallah, what's on you?
See, you guys hit every topic, right? I think it's human nature for us to want to teach, protect, and nurture the new generation. But I think it's to a point where maybe we should start protecting our OGs. Our OGs are the guys that signed deals early 2000s, late 90s, deals that weren't really good for them. They wasn't really making a whole lot of money back then. So I feel like maybe we should start protecting our legends more. And making sure our OGs are okay, because they're not getting the money that the new generation is getting. They're kind of set. They're smarter.
Because they're smarter. They're smarter, and they have streaming, and you can make a hell of a lot more money off of streaming versus what they did before. You know, before Jay-Z, you know, Rakim wasn't making the money Jay-Z was making. And, you know, Jay-Z and some of the artists that grew up in his era aren't making the same money that these guys are making now because of streaming. So each generation makes more and more money as technology changes, right? But what happens is that we as a culture, there is nothing set up. There is no system. There is nothing set up to protect someone, a union, or someone who says, hey, I want to retire. What happens is these artists have to do it themselves. So they have to find the right manager. They have to find the right artist. Maybe some sign up for SAG-AFTRA and get the health insurance with the SAG union. So, but there's nothing in the hip hop culture. And maybe this message could get out to the Jay-Z's and the Puffies and the Irv Gottis and the 50 Cents and the people that, and Kanye West, that have blew past the glass ceiling to see this and say, look, this is something that we need to take the initiative to do to make sure that our guys are protected. Because people like Black Rob, who had a hit single, who has sold millions of dollars, should not be homeless, should not be suffering from his cancer bed. And I'm sorry if I'm yelling and I'm sounding passionate about this, but we as Black people and as a community have failed these artists. And we should have our own system set up and fuck these labels, because they're not going to do it for us.
Damn,
we should be the ones leading and paving the way for these guys to set up in our unions. The Russell Simmons and the Kevin Lyles and these guys need to come together to put this together so that our Black artists can stop looking crazy when they no longer have a hit record.
Amen.
When they make bad investments, or they hire the bad managers that steal from them, or they hire the wrong accountants who drain their money. Not everybody gets a second chance like Fat Joe, who had All the Way Up. If it wasn't for All the Way Up and the certain records that he continued to fight and do, he would have been put out to the pastures. But he didn't stop. He didn't stop. He didn't let the industry put him out to the pastures. In his mind, he was stronger. Not a lot of artists have that. And we have failed them as a culture. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
I just want to thank God that Diddy is actually reaching out. So he is reaching out to Black Rob, so I think that's a good thing. And I just hope everybody goes to what Swiss Beats proposed about a year ago, giving $1 million to all of our founders because they need it.
Yeah, or set up a system for them to be able to retire in, and you get this certain percentage once you decide you no longer want to do this. Your health care is taken care of. You get something just like the teachers union and all these other things that are systematically set up for these guys. On a lighter note, guys, I'm sorry I was so passionate about that. On a lighter note, let's get into hot or not. Fast and Furious 9, King Louie, the new movie is coming out, and I know you got something to say.
I love Fast and Furious. You can't go wrong with Fast and Furious. Look, we're going to have 9, we're going to have 10, we're going to have 11. Look, I remember going back to the first one. I went to the movie theaters with some friends back in school. I think we snuck in, actually, to watch the movie. And since then, it's been one of the first movies. Look, they can do anything. It doesn't matter what they say. I'm hooked to the movie. Even the story, I'm just gonna be hooked to the movie. It got cars, it got girls, it got music, it got some of our favorite. Look, shout out to Tego and Don Omar. Shout out to Puerto Rico who are in the album.
Shout out to Bow Wow who's back. Ludacris, Vin Diesel. Wallah, you got the face like me. Wallah, hot or not?
Not. Don't nobody want to see Fast and Furious. It's 9 movies. Who gonna watch all 9? And now they're doing 10 and 11. Not.
I gotta tell you, I always thought the Fast and Furious movies were trash. Like, I hated them. Like, they were so booty. Like, I hated them.
Come on, it's cars, girls, and music.
I never liked the Fast and Furious series. Never. That just wasn't my thing. Sorry, Louie.
Oh man, y'all tripping.
You're outdone this week.
It doesn't matter if they go to Brazil, if they go through buildings, they go to space. It doesn't matter. That movie hot. I don't care what anybody says.
Okay, well, you could go to the movie theaters by yourself, very socially distanced. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode of Hot Now. I'm your host, TT Torrez. And of course, we got the 2 best co-hosts in the world, DJ Wallah and King Louie. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you check out next week's episode right here on Hot Now.